Hey, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your weekly astrology. This week's going to be with some beautiful film from Kathy, so you can just chill out, relax, and soak up the information. Now, this week we've got a full moon, and it ain't any old full moon. Oh, no. It's a lunar eclipse, which always brings about an interesting revelation. Here's your weekly astrology. Hey, gorgeous Aries. How are you doing, my fellow soul warriors? Well, this week there is a full moon lunar eclipse. Very intense emotionally. I mean, the full moon is usually very intense, brings up all sorts of emotions and brings things rising from our unconscious. But when it's an eclipse, something hidden rises to the surface. And it's very important that you bring out all of your psychic detective skills to sense what's going on around you. Some very important information is coming to you this week. And, you've got to trust your instincts on what is true and what is real, because a secret could come to the surface. Now, you might not have all the facts for another couple of weeks, but you should get a sense of it. You should be able to sniff out important details and, pay attention to what your feelings are around the 30th of November. Pay attention to your dreams and any symbols that come your way. And also take the time to think about things. You're very instinctual and impulsive with your emotions. You feel something and you want to act on it. This full moon is about you taking possibly 3 days just to really think about what's going on and think about what someone's saying to you before you react. As I'm always saying, I react. I am Mars in Aries and an Aries, and I react boom like that without thinking. And, it's never a good idea. Take it from me. So it's something all us fellow Aries need to learn. But yeah, communication is something that something maybe you've been waiting for to find out, something that you've had a hunch about could be revealed with this full moon lunar eclipse. Now, after that, we got good news because Mercury is going into fellow fire sign Sagittarius, which brings out our adventurous side. We're very curious at this time of the year in general, and we're also interested in meeting and talking to and connecting with people who've got different ideas or are from different places, different experiences. But the gift of Mercury going into Sagittarius is that we have this kind of ability to express our unique soul. We can express who we are. We can express the facts of the truth of our spirit rather than just sort of trying to fit in. The only downside is that we can be a little bit too blunt. Sagittarius are called the truth monster. So they're very blunt and they're very forthright. And sometimes they can say the truth without empathy or without thinking. Not meaning any harm, because they just see the truth as the truth. But it can be, it can hurt people if you speak without kind of thinking. So just be careful of that. But there will be an interesting conversation that heals us in some way this week, because Mercury is trine Chiron, the wounded healer. So there's a conversation and a revelation coming that kind of makes us understand something deep within our life experience and our life journey. And it could be focused around communication. Now, there's a lovely, very intoxicating Venus trine Neptune this week. Venus is the planet of love, but also abundance. And it's trine Neptune, very spiritual planet. However, Neptune's also the planet of escapism. Like when you fall in love and you go into that love madness, all you can think about is that person. That's very Neptune vibes. So it's romance and spirituality, but also kind of addictions and wanting to get lost. And this week, there's a lot of kind of very intense and deep conversations with lovers or potential lovers, but you might be just lost in the emotions rather than being practical. Now, I did that many times in my life, and it's a wonderful feeling when you're in it, but ultimately you can miss the truth in a situation and set yourself up for heartache. if you're in a relationship and you have that kind of connection anyway, you could have the most fabulous time this week. Or you could meet someone and it's got that flavour of just like you've known them 1,000 years. It's like a past life connection. Or potentially, you know, somebody that you have that vibe with pops up and you feel all the feels. So, yeah, very intense, but also very kind of magical and wondrous. Let's see what the tarot has to say. First card you've got is the Sun. Yeah, baby. There's a sense of playfulness this week. There's a sense of reconnecting to your joy and your playful spirit. You know those moments where we suddenly forget everything and we just have a right old laugh? That vibe is coming up. That's a major arcana. So it's a very strong symbol for the week. The next card you've got is the Hierophant. Now, I've never been a great fan of this card because it means playing by the rules. Although it can mean you kind of going for a job, but you have to deal with a hierarchy in some way. So there's some kind of structure there, you have to obey the rules to get what you want. And it can mean dealing with the government. It could be dealing with, you know, anything to do with structured organizations. But it can mean that you're thinking about studying or you're applying for a new job. And because we got the Sun there, that is happy days news. And finally, the last card you've got is the Four of Wands, which is an energy focused on your home. There could be some important information coming in your home. There could be well, when I say celebration, I'm sure you won't be having a celebration at home, but you may be having some really good news. If you're thinking of moving, selling, or changing the energy in your home in any way, it looks like, you know, all of that comes together for you this week. Anyway, you take care, gorgeous soul. And I'll be on camera next week. I send you so much love. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.
MichelleKnight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics, and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who they have an idea of what a psychic reading is. They have an idea of, you know, what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, you know, the carnival sideshow. And Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I prayed that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michelle's staff as well. It's actually, you know, what they're looking for, specifics, so surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2-3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working for MichelleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, you know, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup, and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michelle's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.